Do you consider yourself trustworthy? More importantly, do your business client consider you trustworthy? Stay tuned, guys. I'll be right back with 14 proven principles that can help you build a good rapport with your business clients. Hello people, welcome to your bi-weekly online business show, Business in Minutes. I am your host, Mercy. It's not surprising that nowadays people find it difficult to trust other people. In fact, if they are asked if they go or rather agree with the phrase trust, I'm very sure just 30% will say yes. And this is the reason why building a good rapport with your business clients involves a whole lot of skill. But I have good news for you guys. There are actually proven ways you can build good rapport with your clients. The truth is, for you to gain trust, you have to put in a whole lot of effort. So today, guys, we'll be talking about 7 of it out of 14. And I'll be sharing with you how you can build good rapport at the early stage, at the mature stage, and how you can solidify rapport with a long-time client. The first one is leverage on the history the client already have with sales. The first time a client is speaking to you might not be the first time he's speaking to anybody in your company. Possibly the client would have spoken to your sales team about their details, their goals, and their company in general. So it's important that you have those information documented in your CRM so that you or any other person in your sales can always go back to read up every information that is needed concerning that client. It's not really a good idea to allow your client to repeat themselves again for the second time. If you have a good understanding about this point, it helps you build a smooth relationship with your client here, because now you're communicating, or your relationship with the client is based on the already established relationship the client already have with your sales team or any other member of your company. The second one is understand the big picture and be a part of it. Now you already have every information about your client. It's time for you to prove to that client that you know every single detail about him. And the only way you can do that is by making references to those informations that were documented in your CRM. For example, you may decide to make a quick recap of some informations about his or her company, the goals and all that. It makes the client aware that you know every information about him and you are in the best position to help the person. You can also get more information from that client by making them open up, by asking some certain questions. You ask questions such as, where do they see their company in the next 5 years? What are the greatest fear or obstacles? You can also want to ask how your product and services can be of help to support their goals. When you do all this, when you ask all these questions, it broadens your knowledge about that client, the client's goal, and how you can be of help to help the client achieve his goal and objective. The next one is always keep your words. This is very important at the beginning of every kind of relationship, aside business relationship. It's good you're true to your word. Both in big or small things, keep to your word. If you've set out time for a meeting, keep to time. If you set out time for a call, don't change the time at the last hour or the last minute. Make sure you keep to it. If there's any need for you to make any adjustments, let your client know on time. If you have anything you have to set out for your client, go ahead and do it on time. It has a way of building trust with the client. If you find yourself rescheduling time for meetings, call, or anything, any activity you need to do with your client, oftentimes it has a way of bringing down the relationship. So if you are that kind of person that always do those, I call it bad ads? No, never mind. But make sure you change it. It's really not a good idea. The next one is establish your expertise. It's good you let your client feel like he or she thinks you know what you're doing. So every possible knowledge or detail you need to know before you speak to your client, make sure you already have them. For example, if your focus is to teach a client on a product, I think you should have a framework that shows the step-by-step ways of learning about that product. It serves as a guide when teaching the client. Also, if you think you don't really have enough information about what you want to talk about with the client, I think you should go way out to make a research. You can also find out or get information from those real users of that product. It has a way of giving more practical and insightful information to the client when you do that. The next is either have a plan prepared or build one together. There are times we have to build the plans ourselves or prepare the plans ourselves. Other times we find ourselves preparing those plans with our clients. But if you ask me, you work with your client and not for your client. So it's best you get the plans done with your client. Yes. When you do that, it helps to build that bond or that rapport. So it's good. If you have to do it through meetings, make it well organized. Phone calls, also make it well organized. And at the end of every meeting you have with the client, I think there should be a time to reschedule for follow-up so that you can monitor the set goals and make sure you reach your end goal. Finally, don't start a call talking about the weather. Now, the phrase weather here does not mean weather, but it means don't just jump into conclusion. Permit me to use that word. When you start a conversation with a client, don't just go straight to the point. I understand that sometimes it can be difficult starting a conversation with a client that you already have a relationship with, yes, because you don't really know how to start up that conversation. It's fine. You can always start it with something very interesting, like asking the client how his day went, how his business. Just start up with something. This could be a normal talk that everybody is familiar with and just maintain that pace. It has a way of creating this calm atmosphere and making the client comfortable and more relaxed. That will actually help. So that's the end of today's edition. Like I said, we're going to give you just 7 principles. Next week, we'll be talking about the rest of them. And I believe you had 1 or 2 things to take out from what I just said. So join us next week for another amazing edition of Business in Minutes. Trust me, we are going to blow your mind. Also, I'll drop the link for our webinar below here on Banco Online Space. As always, we do have a webinar. So click on it, register and learn more mind-blowing financial freedom secrets from our experts. Also, don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to click on the notification bell. Watch our videos and give it a thumbs up. So we see you next week. Stay connected and stay productive. Bye.